Hey everyone, Will from All Electric back again with another video, and today we're checking out the Romatlink Dolphin e-bike. This is a very powerful, passenger-ready folding e-bike, and in this video you're going to get my complete review after testing this out for several weeks. Let's jump right in. This is a fantastic e-bike that's really comfortable, although the design is not that, I guess, appealing, but there are a lot of functions in this e-bike that I'm gonna go through in this video that might make this the right choice of e-bike for you. All right, let's check out the controls and the handlebars. Okay, so on the handlebars, you get these really comfortable hand grips. I really like these elongated hand grips. Makes it really comfortable when you're riding for a long period of time. You have the front brake. These are kind of cheapo, not hydraulic disc brakes here. You have your controller here, and you also have a light button and also a horn. To turn on the bike, you just simply hold the power button. You get this beautiful kind of startup display. You can operate the light by pressing the light button. What I noticed is there's a light button on here, but that only operates for the display, whereas this one here will actually change the light, the headlight, and the tail light, turning them both on. So I would like to see, I don't know, it seems kind of redundant. Like you can see here, this just changes the display. So if I turn this to off, the front headlight is still on. Seems a little bit silly to me. So we have an info here where we can go through the odometer and all that. And then this comes with pedal assist up to level 5, which I found is pretty zippy. But what I don't like is the throttle is dictated by the pedal assist level that you're on. So if you're on pedal assist 1, you get very limited throttle versus pedal assist 5, you get full throttle. The display is color, it's really bright and easy to see during the daylight. Over here on the right-hand side, you do have your shifter, which will peel this off. It is like a very standard shifter here, nothing fancy. I do like this style where with the thumb, you can operate both the up and down. And then right here, you do have your throttle, which does work from 0, and your rear brake. Again, not hydraulic brakes, just regular brakes. So if you are going fast, you do have to squeeze significantly to slow down. Now, something that I did forget, underneath this light over here, you do have a horn button, which is really loud and kind of makes people jump if you're walking behind them. Now, what also makes this e-bike special is that it is folding. So you can see here where the handlebars will actually fold over, and then here is another hinge point where this whole front section will fold back behind here. So really nice, really versatile because it is folding. Now, if you're like me and looking at this battery and realizing that, oh my goodness, it's huge, this is a 30 amp hour battery. Most e-bikes have somewhere between 10 to 20 amp hours. So this thing is massive. And we've gone 25 miles on this thing and the battery's still showing 100% on the display. So really impressive, huge, awesome battery. Now back here, you do have your cargo area or rear passenger area. It was lacking in a couple areas. So I added 2 different things that really enhance this, especially if you have kids. First thing is this little handlebar thing that just attaches to the seat. I'll put the Amazon affiliate link to this item right below the like button. And then also these little foot pegs here, just make it really comfortable. Even if you have an adult on the back here, just really comfortable to ride. I wanna say these were also around the $10-ish range. So I'll put a link to those as well. But you can see here, especially if you have a little kid, on the back here, very easy to hold on here. Versus if this wasn't here, there's really limited area to hold on. I really hope Romatlink can add something to their website. So if you're ordering this bike, then you can just get one of these and get some foot pegs because it's definitely missing for the rear rider. Now the bike did come with this cushion here, and it did also come with this backrest, which was really nice, and the kids really liked that. Also for the rear passenger though, this dual shock here. So you have 2 shocks on either side, making this back really comfortable to ride. Also, I've missed, in the front tire, you do also have your front fork. So it is very cushiony, and this is also a suspension seat. You do have a little bit of shock here. So this does have a little bit of travel and just adds to that support. Now, if you're wondering what this button is here, this you can actually pull up, of course, with this off and take out the battery if you need to. So that just makes the seat a little bit flatter. Now, like we've seen in most of the folding e-bikes, this also has folding pedals where you can simply push in and then it will fold up like that. Just making it a little bit smaller if you are going to take this and throw it in the back of a car or something like that. Now, when you want to unfold these, you simply pull this lever and they click into place. Now, this is a full suspension passenger ready e-bike, but I did make some modifications to this. You can see in this part of the video where my son is actually having his feet on these little foot pegs on Amazon. I'll have a link down below, and this little handlebar. So this is needed, especially if you're gonna ride around with little kids. If it's an adult, they can just kind of hold their hands up, but it's still really uncomfortable. I would like to see Romatlink add some passenger foot pegs since this is a passenger ready bike. The seat cushion and the backrest come with this e-bike, but there's nowhere for that person to put their feet. Adding some simple foot pegs and this hand holder would be a very welcomed upgrade, and that's two of my complaints on this e-bike. It was a simple, let's say $20 fix for both these items on Amazon, and I also think they're on sale currently, much like this Romatlink Dolphin e-bike is. Right now on their website, it's showing $13.99 instead of $16.99. Now at this price point, I do still think the e-bike is worth it. And this has actually become our daily driver in terms of taking the kids to school and dropping them off. The kids love just hopping on the e-bike, riding to school instead of getting in the car, dealing with traffic and all that. As long as the temperature outside is pretty decent, this makes for a fantastic commuter e-bike. Now I think $16.99 or $1,700 is a little pricey for this e-bike, but I think that it is priced a little bit higher because of this massive battery that you do get. You can see that the battery sits here underneath the rider. This is slightly over 30 amp hours. So most e-bikes that I test, most rear hub motor in this $1,000 to $2,000-ish range, they typically have on average about a 15 amp hour battery. Now this is double that. So this is a 30 amp hour battery and the range definitely shows. Even with this more power hungry 750 watt rear hub motor, on their website, they estimate the range at 100 miles. Now, of course, there's so many factors that lead into the range. If you're on the maximum side of the payload capacity, 350 pounds, then you're probably not going to get that 100 miles of range. But if you're lighter, it's very nice temperature out, then you are probably going to meet or exceed that 100 miles of range. Now, what's also impressive about that battery pack, this is a 48 volt, 30 amp hour battery pack, and it is actually a Samsung battery. Very impressive, really high quality battery there. Now with that 100 miles worth of range, they are advertising on their website a throttle range, so throttle only, of up to 80 miles. So that would be best case scenario. But even 50 miles, if only throttle range, is a really long distance for an e-bike. Charge time on this larger battery is 9 to 10 hours. Another thing that I would like to see on this bike is a torque sensor versus what comes with it is a cadence sensor. So a cadence sensor just measures if you're pedaling or not, and that's what decides if it kicks on the motor for the pedal assist level that you have the bike in. Now a torque sensor measures the force, and it's much more natural and you get a lot less lunging. That can happen, especially with this bigger 750 watt, 1000 watt peak rear hub motor. Now, because of the fat tires, because of the steel frame, and because of the huge battery, this bike weighs in at a whopping 93 pounds. That is one of the heaviest bikes that I have tested, but it is nice because you have a lot of stability, makes it very solid to ride on, especially with two adults. Now this battery is massive, but it's nice that you can remove it. One thing that I do want to mention about the battery is that you have to leave the key inside the battery pack in order for the bike to run. So you have to turn it to run in order for the bike to be on, and the key will not come out when it's turned to run. Now the crazy thing about this full-size, very powerful, long-range e-bike is that in just a few seconds, this Dolphin e-bike can fold and make it easy to store in your car. Like you see here, this guy's putting it in the back of his Model Y. Very nice feature to have because you don't need any sort of bike rack, and you can just fold this up and take it out when you're ready or when you reach your destination, wherever you're going to ride. Now another thing that they are lacking is hydraulic disc brakes. They do have double mechanical disc brakes, so it's just a little bit harder to pull versus the hydraulic brakes are a lot easier to pull, just feels a lot nicer. This being a full suspension e-bike, there's definitely a lot more cushion for not only the driver, but also the passenger on this e-bike. So if you do end up taking it on, let's say, a gravel trail, everyone is going to remain comfortable. Another great thing about this e-bike is when you get it out of the box, it requires almost no assembly. Just install the pedals and unfold, and it's ready to ride. If you want to pick up one of these e-bikes, click the link down below in the description. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Share this video with a friend, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, see you in the next one.